Hey guys! In this video I'm using the Zodiac palette from Colourpop to create this soft pink look. I honestly think this look is perfect if you're getting married or if you don't like a lot of depth in your eyeshadow looks. So the first thing I do is apply an eyeshadow primer. Because this look is so light, I'm using a primer that has a little bit of a tint to it, so it evens out any miscoloration I may have on my eyelid. The first shade I used is called the Libra. I used this as sort of a transition color, but I only place it in the outer area of my crease. I don't blend it all the way into my nose region. Basically the point of this shade is just to give the slightest bit of definition to the eyelid. So that's why I go in with a very light hand and I blend it out more than I actually place any color there. I think it gives a sort of sweetheart effect to place the color only in this area and to not blend it all the way through my crease. Then I take the shade the Cancer on my finger and I place that all over my eyelid, and I also allow it to get up into my crease a tiny bit. This shade is sort of the star of the show, and I like how it's just a very soft pink but has a lot of shimmer in it, without being overpowering in any way. And once I've placed that color, I take the brush from before without any additional product on it and I just give it a blend. And I still take care to only have the transition shade in the outer area of my crease. Then I take the shade the Virgo on an angled brush and I create a winged eyeliner with this shade. You could just go in with a liquid liner if that's more your style, but I think the effect that it has when you use a shadow as an eyeliner is so soft and pretty, and it works really well with this type of look that I'm creating. So with that angle brush I create the wing and I define my lash line a little bit also. Then I take the shade the Capricorn, which is a matte black with some shimmer in it. If you tap off your brush before applying this, you sort of shake out all the shimmers in this shade and it works as a matte black. I use this just along my lash line to define it a little bit more and get it ready for mascara in a minute. Once I have less product on my brush, I also run it a little bit higher than just the lash line. That way I make sure that the black and the brown are blended together very nicely. Then on my lower lash line I just take the first shade we used called the Libra and I run that along my lower lash line with a small detailing brush. Then I take a mix of the black and the brown shade and I use that to define the outer third of my lower lash line, before I go back with the detailing brush from before to blend it all out. The highlight I'm using today is from Becca and it's called Rose Quartz. And I place that along my brow bone and in my inner corner. This highlighting shade is a soft pink and it's very neutral, at least on my skin tone, and it complements the look really well. Then I apply a couple of coats of mascara. The one I'm using here is from Maybelline and it's called the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. And now I thought I'd show you what I put on my face as well. I personally don't like to wear foundation, I just have concealer under my eye. And then I take my all-time blush palette. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette. And I take these top two orangey shades and I dust those along my cheeks. And then I take some more of the highlight that I also used in the eye look and I sweep that along my cheekbones and I like to connect it to the brow bone as well. So that's the completed look. I hope you liked it and I will see you in my next video.